When I tell someone I'm a coroner, invariably the first thing they say to me is, "Oh my gosh, how do you cope with working with the dead day in, day out?" Well, I don't. I don't work with the dead. My job is to offer closure to the family and friends of the deceased. I very much work with the living. I offer them answers and the opportunity to move forward. They're not always the answers they want to hear, of course. Take this morning. I ruled that the death of a 14-year-old girl was suicide. There was very little evidence to suggest otherwise. The family were desperate for there to be more to it. There were some unfounded rumours going around that the girl had been pushed in front of the train rather than having jumped, and her family had convinced themselves that that was true. You see it frequently with suicides. The loved ones who either hadn't seen the warning signs or who made themselves believe that they hadn't to conceal their guilt for not helping when they could. They become desperate for an answer that doesn't involve them, which is a shame, especially in this case, which certainly wasn't the fault of the family. But it's very easy to become blasé about these types of cases in a job like this. But this one hit closer to home than most. I have a fairly sullen 14-year-old daughter of my own. I love her to death. But I couldn't tell you with any conviction that I know her. I don't know who she talks to online. I don't know who her friends are at school, or even if she has any true friends at all. I don't know if she's being bullied or harassed, like this poor girl whose life and head I had to get inside in order to determine my case. And with that being said, as I'm relaying my findings to the family, and they're looking at me like I'm talking about a person that they've never met before, and I'm thinking to myself, who am I to tell them the state of mind of their daughter when I have absolutely no idea about my own? Who am I to tell them why she did what she did? Who am I to tell them how she was feeling, when my own daughter is as much a stranger to me as this girl was to them? I feel terrible that I couldn't offer them the answers that they wanted. But my job is to present the facts. And like I say, they're not necessarily what everybody wants to hear. But that was this morning. This afternoon, I have to rule on the death of a 58-year-old male whose body lay undiscovered in a bedsit for more than 4 months. Needless to say, we're not expecting any family and friends to turn up for this one. But before I get on to that, I think I'll just go and give my daughter a quick ring.